Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 41 of the TCW series. Now, tonight's show is, of course, Hotter Than Hell, the big pay-per-view that we've been building to for the last four episodes, really. And yeah, things are going to be interesting, especially the way they play out tonight. I did enjoy booking this pay-per-view, but I feel like it's not going to be a defining pay-per-view in terms of results. It's more based around storyline, if that makes sense. There are quite a few different things that are slowly starting to blend together. Anyway, get straight into our pre-show matches, starting off with a 73 B-. In a decent pre-show match, Ernest Youngman, Xavi Ferreira, and the New Wave defeated Brent Hill, Hugh Ancree, Jeremy Courtney, and Hector Galindo in 9:34, when Guide defeated Hector Galindo by pinfall with a guided missile. Apparently the great performance of Scout really stood out, and Guide looked good out there. So yeah, good stuff. Work improvements, again, the New Wave still improving in performance skills, both of them. We also have Xavi Ferreira improving in performance skills there as well. Good stuff. Moving into the second pre-show match, doesn't do as well, 63C for this one. In a decent pre-show match, Dazzling Dave Diamond and the Honolulu Hellraisers defeated Troy Tornado and the Elite in 10:18, when Dazzling Dave Diamond defeated Nate Johnson by pinfall with a Dazzle Driver. And we also have High Flying Hawaiian improving in performance skills. Alright. So we move on to a triple threat match to start the show. 77B for this one. In a bout that had good heat and decent wrestling, Joel Bryant defeated Benny Benson and Mighty Mo in 11:52, when Joel Bryant defeated Benny Benson by pinfall with a handful of tights. Yeah, very interesting. Joel Bryant, probably the veteran, I would say, in this match. And yeah, he's managed to cheat to win. And essentially slowing down Mighty Mo's momentum that he's, his hot streak that he's been on recently. Obviously, he's also not going to be too happy about that. So we'll have to wait and see where this sort of goes. But we also have Mighty Mo improving in technical skills there as well. Moving on to a 99A star promo from Sammy Back. And he says everyone thinks he is creating his own stable. However, he says that he wants to end stables completely from TCW. He thinks that there's no place for groups of men or groups of wrestlers. We'll say, of course, it can be women's stables as well. He says that there's no room for these groups to come in and essentially try and dominate. Sorry about that, guys. Another interruption. Yeah. So he basically wants to put an end to all the stables, and of course, the New Wave are possibly thinking about recruiting their own members to a possible stable in the future. His match against Brian Vesey gets a 75 B-. In a bout that had fantastic heat and decent wrestling, Sammy Back defeated Brian Vesey in 12:06 by submission with a back on your back. Apparently, Sammy Back was off his game. Vesey was really off his game. And of course, Brian Vesey worked through an injury, which took a big toll on the match as well. So, not the greatest match in the world. It was only 12 minutes long, so I'm not really too fussed about it. It was more just to give Sammy a match. Obviously, it would have been a lot better had Vesey not been injured, and we could have made it a 20-minute match. Yeah, moving on to an 89A. We have Mark Speed, and he still thinks that Ricky Dale Johnson is a loser, and he says that he will never show him respect. Pretty good promo. RDJ's gimmick is getting stale as well. I didn't change Mark Speed's gimmick either, so probably should have done that. But yeah, 89A, I think it was rated on entertainment, the speed, and I think overness for Ricky Dale Johnson. And this is before their match as well. Their match does pretty well, getting a 78B. In a bout that had fantastic heat and great wrestling, Ricky Dale Johnson defeated Mark Speed in 9:49 by pinfall with a Southern Justice. The wily old veteran getting the victory over the much younger up-and-coming star. 10-minute match. 78B is pretty good for Ricky Dale. So I'm happy with that. We then go into a 71C+. We have the Rockers and the Canadian Animals. They both come out and they're in the ring. And the referee basically announces that the match is declared a #1 contenders match for the World Tag Team titles. So the winner will be getting a title shot at the next pay-per-view against the winners, of course, of the match between New Legacy and Reign of Terror. We also have Flying Jimmy Fox here developing better performance skills, which is good to see. Moving on to their match, which gets a 79B, so a very respectable result. In a bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, the Rockers defeated the Canadian Animals in 1944 when Matt Hocking defeated Freddie Huggins by pinfall with a Hock Shock. And we have a few worker improvements here. We've got Flying Jimmy Fox improving in both technical and performance skills. Moving on to a 72B- spectacular over-the-top entrance from Alicia Strong. Of course, our women's champion. One thing I do want to do actually is let's get Destructive Energy. Oh, actually we can't. I was about to say we can get it pre-booked in, the tag match, but we don't know who wins the match yet, the tag team title match for later tonight. Anyway, the women's match gets an 82B. That is pretty incredible. In a bout that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, Alicia Strong defeated Laura Flame in 12:27 by pinfall with a strong arm tactic. Alicia Strong makes defense #1 of her TCW women's title. And we also have both Alicia and Laura improving in performance skills in this match as well, which is really good to see. 82B for our women's title match. Alright, we then go into a 79B rated angle. Joshua Taylor comes up. He's facing Kirk Jamieson tonight, but he comes out and says to Kirk Jamieson that he wants him to start taking things seriously, and he thinks that Kirk Jamieson has all the potential in the world to become a top star here in TCW. But he goes on to talk about, his negative attitude, how, he thinks everybody's out to get him and stuff like that. Of course, Kirk is a heel, and obviously Taylor is a face. So he's basically saying that if he's a bit more accepting, a bit nicer to people, if he was to become a face, then he would obviously have a much better career. The match itself gets a 70C+. In a decent match, Joshua Taylor defeated Kirk Jamieson in 10:25 by submission with a butterfly lock. And apparently these two just don't click at all. Understandable. We've also got Kirk Jamieson improving in Rumble skills there. Not a bad match. We then go into a 97A star backstage angle from Reign of Terror. And Eddie Peak is backstage, losing his mind as he's told he cannot compete here tonight by the doctors. The doctors have ruled him out from the Triple Threat World Heavyweight Championship match. And it will now be a singles match between Aaron Andrews and the champion, Wolf Hawkins. We then go into the tag team title match, which gets an 87B+, which is really good, especially considering Killer Shark is in this match. Anyway, in a bout that had superb wrestling and great heat, New Legacy defeated Reign of Terror 2 in 1948 when Greg Gage defeated Bulldozer Brandon Smith by submission with a proton lock after blatantly cheating. New Legacy makes defense number 4 of their TCW World Tag Team titles. And yeah, apparently Brandon Smith was off his game as well. So, I mean, he almost had a pretty similar in-ring performance to Greg Gage. Obviously, Killer Shark was the weak link, only getting a 60 in-ring performance there. However, he is improving in performance skills, which is perfect. It is actually the ideal sort of scenario coming out of this match. But yeah, there we go. New Legacy do retain their titles, so they will be taking on the Rockers at Destructive Energy. I think that's what it's called. There we go. New Legacy taking on the Rockers. Destructive Energy. Perfect. All right. Yeah, defense number 4 as well. Of course, they've been doing the open challenge on the TV show. So, yeah. We then go into a 95 A-star rated angle. And my playable character, Kyle Rhodes, of course, the color commentator for TCW, he lets Aaron Andrews know that New Legacy are banned from ringside tonight, and they will forfeit the World Tag Team titles if they get involved in the title match in the main event. Not too bad, 95 A-star, and apparently I underperformed. Kyle Rhodes performed poorly in this segment. We then go into the... Oh, okay. Yeah. ATB for the main event. Not great. Really not great. That's interesting. Anyway, in an exceptional match, Wolf Hawkins defeated Aaron Andrews in 25-23 by pinfall with a full moon rising. Wolf Hawkins makes defense number 2 of his TCW World Heavyweight title. Yeah, interesting. Only an ATB. In-ring performance of 92 for Wolf and an in-ring performance of 91 for Aaron Andrews. I'm curious as to why this... So Wolf got penalized for a poor gimmick. Obviously... that's why. Lone Wolf, Lone Champion. So that storyline hasn't actually been advanced in a few weeks, I think. And I think that's what the problem is and why the match rating is actually tanked. As you can see, it was penalized due to the low heat, and then it was penalized due to the lack of a hot storyline associated with it. So it's like a double penalty for the same thing. And then obviously getting penalized for the heel versus heel aspect of the match as well. That's so disappointing. That is so disappointing. Really unfortunate. Anyway, overall show rating gets a 76 B-. Didn't lose any popularity by the looks of it. We also didn't gain any popularity either. And I'm assuming that's because the wrestling industry in the US at the moment is 0. It is literally 0. It is nothing. Yeah, very weird. Anyway, who do I want to praise? I want to praise... I don't know who I want to praise, actually. There's no one I actually need to praise. I feel like J-Cord... we'll talk about J-Cord in a second as well. We had J-Cord, Greg Gage, and then I think Bulldozer as well. I think all 3 of these guys, they did have match of the night, so... Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with all 3 of them. I mean, Killer Shark was in the match as well, but again, he didn't really contribute as much, or anywhere near as much as the other guys. So yeah. Okay, well, we've got lots of stuff to talk about. Okay, so J-Cord's contract is currently running out. And what has happened is we've now been put into a bidding war between ourselves, North of the Border Pro Wrestling, the SWF, and of course US Pro Wrestling as well. And as you can see, basically, my first negotiation with Cord was for $25,000 per month. US Pro have just put in $37,000, which is being seriously considered. So, with that said, we're probably going to have to go up to about 38, maybe 39,000 to be the front runner again. Yeah, so there we go. I'm pretty sure that'll make us the front runner. We'll have a look at the offers here. Yeah, there we go. So that's the big problem we've got there. As you can see, I really don't want to lose him. He is up to a couple of Bs across the board in the US now, which is massive. He's also incredible. He will literally be one of the best wrestlers that we have in the company. 92 star quality, solid A's, A star for stamina, couple of B minuses in his top row. That is something special. Not to mention, he's also our tag team champion. So yeah, the pay-per-view buy rate gets a 0.55, which is good to see. Jay Cord's also got an opinion. He thinks Hugh Ancree can't sell anything worth a damn. That's perfectly fine. We've also got Scout's contract ending as well now. And I mean, Scout, like I said, the New Wave, they do have... I feel like they have quite an important part to play for us at the moment. So I want 17,000. Alrighty. I'm just hoping that no one actually will come in and offer for him, because it would just be very unfortunate to have to go into a bidding war for him. Alright, so there we go. As you can see, our profit for last month, just shy of $1 million. We're at 926,000 per month profit, which is obviously nearly double what it was from the last month when we actually created our new arena. So basically the play is to tour the US, sell out the 10,000 seater arenas around the US, and then come back to the Cornell Arena for our pay-per-view, which we did. I think we have actually sold it out the last 2 times. So 22,000 sellout, and then 22,000 sellout for Summer Showdown as well. So we're doing pretty well in regards to that. We're almost up to 10 million in the bank as well, which I think is pretty good. It's a good place to be in. Just having a little look here at the hidden gems. But if you look at if we look at the franchise players, we've got Wolf first, Eddie Peak second, and then Jay Cord. That's how, integral he actually could be to the future of TCW. He's above his essential boss in the Stronghold, Aaron Andrews. So this goes to show exactly how much I rate and how much the game itself rates Jay Cord, and why 3 other companies want to essentially steal him away from us. Anyways, that is going to be it for this episode, guys. If you could drop a like, smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. And apart from that, as always, take it easy and goodbye.